And welcome. My name is Jonathan, and I'll be the facilitator for this session. And as usual, we have a few announcements before we get started. So first of all, we would like to thank you all for arriving on time. Also remind you that it's important for you to stay the full hour and to participate in order to receive credit. Any of you may choose to only just observe, that would be fine, but please take note that it won't count as a session for you, towards a credit for you, if you only observe. But please, if any of you would like to observe only, then please let me know either by writing in the chat box, or you could change your name and writing observer after it. Or if you're not sure how to do that, you could maybe raise your hand right now and let me know if any of you would like to just observe. That way we can calculate the time correctly for everybody. Good, so I'll assume everybody is going to participate today. Now, please make sure that you have your chat box open, and I'll be writing in the scenarios for you, which you'll need to write down in order to finish the assignment. And I can also write down any medical terms or any words that you need to look up. I can give you the spelling. And you are all encouraged to use the chat box freely throughout the session. If there's somebody's looking up a word and you want to give them a suggestion, feel free to do that. Or if there's any feedback, any encouragement, or anything that you think would be helpful or interesting to the rest of us, please don't hesitate to use the chat box. Also to say good morning, as you guys are right now. So good. Now, you may have noticed that this class is being recorded. We do that once a month, each of us, for quality assurance control. So that's the reason it's being recorded. Please make sure that you are all muted until you're called on and that you stay muted. That way we won't cause any interference and everybody can hear clearly. And also, if any of you have any questions regarding this course, regarding technical questions, maybe regarding assignments or anything like that, then feel free to attend one of Dr. Lee's question and answer sessions or office hours. She has those twice a week, and you can find that in the same community section where you logged into this today. If any of you have any questions regarding this session, something that we go over in the scenarios, or regarding interpreting in general, then feel free to ask those questions after the session is over, after everybody's had a chance to practice. So we can open it up for question and answers if you do have something you'd like to ask. Now, in order to develop good skills, it's also important to get into the habit of practicing on your own and to keep that habit up. That's something that even very experienced interpreters will continue to practice and to hone their skills and learn new vocabulary. A really good website to practice with is webmd.com. I'll put that in the chat box for you. And a really good way to use this website is by choosing an article on a medical subject that interests you and then look at it in English and try to sight translate it. So you read it out loud in your target language. And that's really good practice. Sometimes you will be asked to look at a medical brochure or some information in English and read it out loud to the patient. So it definitely is good practice. It also gives you a chance to test your vocabulary, and it helps you get quicker at looking words up too. Make sure you have a medical dictionary or something to look words up you're not familiar with. And that's a really good way to practice, and good to get into the habit of doing that pretty regularly. If you don't have a medical dictionary, it's good to have a bilingual medical dictionary. There's some links on the website to some good ones. And many students appreciate, and interpreters appreciate this website here also, lingui.com. It gives you the context of the words, and if you're working on your computer or for sessions like these, it's a really good reference. Another good website to practice with for those of you who speak Spanish is this one here, docmali.com. And they have a really good podcast specifically for those who work in the medical profession between Spanish and English. So that might be something that you enjoy, and they have some very helpful information there as well. Now, it's important also to have a notebook, which is something that all professional interpreters carry and have ready to use. Don't try to write everything down, but write keywords, anything that you think will help you to remember the full message. Sometimes a doctor or a patient will go on pretty long, so it's good to be ready to take some brief notes. It's especially important for lists to not leave anything out, jot something down for each item on the list, and also for numbers that can be very easy to get backwards or confused, but are very important to get right. So try to practice, maybe especially while you're following along with other students, try to practice your note taking and learn what symbols work for you, and just get in the habit of note taking specifically to assist you in interpreting. And good. So for students who wish to expedite the live practice sessions, maybe if their schedule doesn't quite fit the ones that are available, or if you're looking for personalized help, there's the option also to have a one-on-one 30-minute paid session. And if that's something that interests you, then here's a website, or not, sorry, a link, I'm sorry. Here's a link to where you can find more information about that. And also, I'm going to include another link just because there's usually someone who asks about posting the sessions. Here's a video here that Dr. Lee put together that shows you exactly how to post your attendance. So maybe you could save that link and look at it later if you're not sure how to post your attendance. Good, we can get started. Let me just register the students who logged in during the announcements. You guys made the you were here before the 5-minute mark, so you can participate. Just give me a minute to find you guys and put you on the list here. Let me see. Okay, and I believe that's everybody then. Let's see, somebody just logged in. No, that was Hannah again, it looks like. So no, Luis. Okay, Luis. All right, so everybody can participate then. We still we have a smaller class, so there's no problems. Everybody here can participate, and everybody made it within the time necessary. So we'll try to go in the order that you guys logged in. And let me see, the first one to log in here was Carmen. Hello, Carmen. How are you today?
Good morning, Jonathan. Buenos dias. I am very good. How are you?
Okay, I'm good. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see. We can get started here. Let me give you the first scenario. This one will be on carpal tunnel syndrome. And just a minute. That's not copying for me. There we go. All right. So good afternoon, Mrs. Ortiz. How are you?
Buenas tardes, señor Ortiz. ¿Cómo está?
Hola, doctor. Muy bien, pero tengo dolor en la mano derecha.
Hello, doctor. Very good, but I'm having some pain on my right hand.
Y me duele mucho cuando trabajo.
And it hurts a lot while I'm working.
And what do you do for work?
¿Y qué es lo que usted hace para trabajo?
Yo trabajo en línea de ensamblaje.
I work in assembly lines.
Sellando partes de los carritos para nieve.
Sealing parts for the carts, the ice cream carts.
Okay, good. That was a good guess. This word catches most people off guard. And maybe if you live somewhere up north in the countryside, you might know this word, but if not, it might be a little harder. Think about what it means. Carritos para nieve.
Okay.
So what do you think that could be? Norian has a perfect suggestion for you there in the chat box. So snowmobiles.
Okay.
So
So
I guess you go ahead. I'll repeat that sentence for you though. Sellando partes de los carritos para nieve.
Sealing parts for snowmobiles.
Y uso las tenazas así.
And I use some tongs like this.
Okay, good. Now that is a good translation of the word, but when you're referring to the tool that's used in construction, it's usually pliers would usually be used.
Pliers, okay.
So, yeah. Okay, I see. Can you show me where it hurts?
Okay, ya veo. ¿Sí me puede enseñar dónde le duele?
Sí, me hace mal aquí en la muñeca.
Yes, it hurts right here at my wrist.
And what is the pain like?
Y descríbame cómo siente su dolor.
Bueno, es como un hormigueo.
Well, it's kind of like a tingly sensation.
And does it radiate towards your arm or towards your fingers.
Y le corre hacia arriba de su brazo o hacia sus dedos.
Sí, me extiende hacia los dedos.
Yes, it extends towards my fingers.
And which fingers?
¿Sí me puede decir cuáles dedos?
Is it more towards your index finger and thumb or more towards your little finger?
¿Es más el dolor que se corre hacia su dedo índice y su dedo gordo o le corre más el dolor a su dedo chiquito?
Okay, good. Okay, good. Now, can you think, that was perfect, but can you think of another word for dedo chiquito? There's a specific word for that finger that's usually used.
Meñique, right?
Good, perfect, perfect. And el dedo gordo has another word. I want to pause on these just because it's surprising, but most people have problems with their fingers when you start crossing language, the language barrier. So the thumb, or the thumb. Do you think of another word that's used for that usually? Gilma gave you a suggestion there. So
Pulgar.
pulgar, good.
Okay.
All right, and I would definitely suggest for all of the students in your languages, study your fingers because that's it's surprising because it seems very simple, but it causes a lot of problems for interpreters, and a doctor won't understand that because it seems so simple. So please, it's a good idea for everybody to practice your fingers in both of your languages. So, all right. Now, continuing with the scenario, bueno, siento el dedo pulgar un poco adormecido.
Well, I feel my thumb a little bit numb.
And you feel that your thumb is weak.
Siente como que su dedo pulgar está débil.
Okay, good. Good job, Carmen.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And next we had Nuryan. Hello, Nuryan. How are you?
Hello, Jonathan. Good morning.
Okay, good morning. Right, so continuing here, she just asked if he felt that her thumb was weak. Let me see. And the patient answers, sí, se me han caído unas cosas.
Yes, I have dropped some things.
Y siento el adormecimiento en el dedo.
I feel numbness on my finger.
And when do you get the pain?
¿Y cuándo le duele más que todo?
Is it more during the night or during the day?
¿Más durante la noche o durante el día?
Pues en el trabajo, cuando sello las partes con las tenazas, me da dolor.
Mostly at work when I have to seal the parts with the pliers is when it hurts.
Y a veces me despierto por la noche con dolor.
And sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night with a lot of pain.
And do you feel pain when you're driving?
¿Y siente dolor cuando está manejando?
Sí, también.
Yes, I do.
Okay, I'm going to examine you now.
Bueno, entonces la voy a examinar ahora mismo.
So please give me your hand.
Así que por favor, deme su mano
I'm going to tap on your wrist.
y le voy a dar unos toquecitos en su muñeca.
And tell me what you feel, please.
Y dígame qué siente.
Bueno, siento hormigueo en el dedo pulgar.
I feel numbness on my thumb.
Okay, and now place your hands in front of you.
Ahora ponga sus manos al frente suyo
And bend your wrists with your palms towards you.
y doble sus muñecas con las palmas hacia usted,
Keeping your arms straight.
teniendo sus brazos derechos.
Good. Now hold that for 1 minute.
Okay. I'm sorry. Ahora sosténgalas por un minuto.
Okay, good. What do you feel now?
Ahora, ¿qué siente?
Bueno, otra vez siento hormigueo.
Well, I still feel numbness.
Okay, there's a little bit of more of a clear way to say that. So think about the wording here. She says, otra vez siento hormigueo.
Okay, I feel numbness again.
Good, perfect. Okay, numbness or tingling also.
Or
Actually,
tingling, yeah.
what I had wanted though was exactly that, to say once again, because it wasn't something continual. But yes, tingling
Okay.
would be more exact. So good.
Thank you, Carmen.
All right, so let me see. Where do you feel the tingling?
¿Dónde siente el hormigueo?
Bueno, en el dedo pulgar y el dedo índice.
Well, on my thumb and my index finger.
Okay, now raise your thumb like this and resist my pressure.
Ahora, I'm sorry. Interpreter needs repetition.
Sure. Now raise your thumb like this and resist my pressure.
Ahora, levante su dedo pulgar así y resista mi presión.
Okay, good. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job, Nurian. You're welcome. Good. Let me see. So next we have Charito. Hello, Charito. How are you?
Hi, Jonathan. How are you?
Good. Good. Thanks.
Can we do what was
so,
that?
Sure. The site translation. Would you like
Yes.
to do? Okay.
What a
Sure.
great
Sure.
thought.
Hey, no problem.
I'm so sorry.
No problem. Well, today we have about 4 minutes per student. So if you want to do a little bit of both, we could, or if you want to go
Sure.
straight to the site translation, we could do that as well.
No, we can do a little bit of both.
Okay. All right. So we'll start out with the scenario and then we can switch over. So,
Okay.
okay. So now the doctor says, okay, I think you have carpal tunnel syndrome.
Sa palagay ko, ikaw ay merong I looked up at the word, but it's still carpal tunnel syndrome.
Okay, all right. So they must use that expression then in Tagalog, which it could. So if you want afterwards, maybe do a little more research just to make sure there's not another word as well. But it very well could be that that's what they use in Tagalog.
I went to 3 sites and they're all the same.
All right, perfect. So that makes it easier for you.
I'm sorry.
No problem. That is especially with a language like Tagalog, that is common, especially for medical terms, to just adopt the English one, right? So
yes.
So right.
Can I repeat it?
Sure. Go ahead.
Sa palagay ko, ikaw ay merong carpal tunnel syndrome.
And this syndrome is caused by inflammation.
Itong syndrome na ito ay gawa sa inflammation.
And also pressure on the median nerve.
Interpreter needs to look up a word.
Sure, I can give you the spelling here. Here, median nerve. And while you're looking that up, actually, I'm going to address Florence here. I saw she just wrote a message. So yes, Florence, I understand. Unfortunately, it was about 15 minutes late that you logged in, so you won't be able to participate today, but you're welcome to stay as an observer. So we'd be happy to have you with us. So.
Sorry.
Okay, no problem. If you're having a hard time, nobody can really help you out here because I don't think anybody speaks Tagalog other than you. So if you want to just take a note of that and look it up afterwards.
Okay.
It might be good to maybe find an article on carpal tunnel syndrome in Tagalog and then read it. And that way it'll give you help you out with the vocabulary. So.
Okay. Interpreter needs repetition, please.
Okay, good. Let me see. Okay, so we had said it's caused by inflammation and pressure on the median nerve.
Ito ay dahil sa presyon sa gitna ng iyong nerve.
Okay, good. Actually, let's go back where the time's trying to get away from us. So let me give you some site translation.
I'm sorry.
Now. But no, don't worry about that. That was good. Just afterwards, maybe look up some of that.
Yes.
some of those words. So right now we were doing a brochure here on COVID symptoms, managing them at home. So
Yes.
I'll put in the chat box here the next section of that. And oh, I'm sorry, I gave that to you in English, didn't I? All right. Well, if
Well, I was already translated in Tagalog.
yeah, go ahead. That's actually the last point on that brochure. So, you know what? I can give you another one too into
Okay.
Tagalog just to give you a chance to go into English. So, this one then would be a new one, a new brochure here, and it's on coronary artery disease. So I'll give you the first paragraph there. Okay, here they do keep that in English here as well, and then they give you another alternative in Tagalog. See that? So
Oh my God, I'm having a brain fart again. The coronary artery disease is a disease in your I got the heart, but I can't. Oh my God. Wait. Jonathan,
okay, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We all have days where we're a little bit off, so don't worry. I know you did really good the other time, so
I'm
don't worry
having
too
a
much.
really
Sure, I don't worry. Well, maybe what you can do here, take a screenshot of that and then practice with it a little bit afterwards and to pull it together to help you out. And then, yeah, next time we can try maybe a little bit further down the next paragraph on this brochure here.
Okay.
All right, okay, but thank you, Charito. That was good, and don't worry, we all have days where we're a little bit off, so
Thank
you did good though. All
I'm
right, you're welcome.
sorry.
No problem. All right, next we have Hilma. Hello, Hilma, how are you? Let me see, do we still have Hilma with us? Escobar? Okay, good morning. You might be having a hard time with your microphone. It looks like you can hear me. If you can't open your microphone, try refreshing your page maybe and see if that helps.
Good morning.
Okay, good morning. I can hear you nice and clear now. So,
Okay.
all right, good. So let's continue then. We can go back to the scenario on carpal tunnel syndrome. And so the doctor had just mentioned the median nerve. And now he explains this nerve gives sensation to your thumb, your index finger, your middle finger, and your ring finger.
Okay.
That's,
Este nervio causa, interpreter need repetition?
sure, that's a pretty long list, so I can break it up for you too a little bit. But this nerve gives sensation to your thumb, your
Okay.
index finger.
Okay. Este nervio causa sensación a su pulgar, a su dedo índice, a su dedo
Okay, see here. Go ahead.
a su dedo de medio y al dedo the ring finger, el del anillo.
Okay, good, good. Y ahora, doctor, ¿qué vamos a hacer por este dolor?
And now, doctor, what are we going to do about this pain?
Well, first, we're going to perform a test to measure the function of your median nerve.
Okay, primero vamos a hacer un examen para medir la función de su dedo gordo.
Okay, let me repeat the last part of that for you then.
Okay.
So, to measure the function of your median nerve.
De medir la función de su nervio medio.
Okay, good. We're going to send you to a neurologist to do the test.
Lo vamos a mandar a un neurólogo para que le haga el examen.
And meanwhile, I recommend that you do the following.
Y entonces voy a recomendar que haga lo siguiente.
At first, you need to rest this hand.
primero tiene que descansar esa mano.
Maybe your work can find you another activity for now,
Tal vez su trabajo puede encontrarle otra actividad por el momento.
but it's important that you don't continue doing the same thing over and over again with the hand.
Pero es importante que no continúe haciendo lo mismo de nuevo con esa mano.
Okay, good. That could have been a little bit clearer though. So what he said was the same thing over and over again with this hand. Carmen's helping you out there too with the idea then
Okay.
of that expression. So
La idea es no seguir haciendo el trabajo repetitivo
okay, muy bien.
con
And
esa
that
mano.
good. That's perfect. Now that really it strayed from the word for word what the doctor was saying, but it gave the idea exactly. So a lot of times we do need to do that to make it
So then
clear.
the over and over again would be okay. Just say what she said, trabajo repetido.
Yes, that would be perfect because you're getting the message across very clearly and very naturally in the other
Okay.
language. So maybe if you wanted to stick a little closer, you could also say una y otra vez.
Okay.
But it's not important because the important thing is we need to be true to the message and natural. So yeah, that was perfect.
Okay.
All right, good. So the timing is up then. So thank you, Hilma. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Let me see. So next we have Fabiola. Hello, Fabiola. How are you today?
Good, thank you.
Okay, good. So we can continue here. Let me see. It's important also that you do not bend your wrist for long periods of time. And I'm not sure if your microphone got turned off. Let me see. We can't hear you. Yes, your microphone's off, Fabiola.
Okay, yeah,
There you are.
yeah.
No problem.
Interpreting needs repetition, please.
Sure. It's important that you do not bend your wrist for long periods of time.
Y es importante que no doble la, la muñeca por mucho tiempo.
Therefore, I'm going to.
That would be better, huh?
Okay, yeah, that would be better. Both were acceptable, but that would be better, definitely.
Okay.
Right. Therefore, I'm going to prescribe you a splint or support.
Por esa razón le voy a recetar una férula.
Good. Or support.
O apoyo.
That will immobilize your wrist.
Eso va a inmovilizar su muñeca.
And you should wear this splint every night and also while you are working.
Y debe de ponerse esa férula todas las noches y también cuando trabaja.
And here's a list of anti-inflammatories that can be found in the store.
Y aquí está una lista de antiinflamatorios que puede comprar en la tienda.
These medications decrease the inflammation around the median nerve.
Estas medicaciones rebajan la inflamación en el lado en la área del nervio medio.
Okay, good. So nervio mediano would be.
Mediano.
Okay, good. Let me see your work forms so that I can write this down.
Deje miro sus formas del trabajo para que pueda escribir esto.
Okay, gracias, doctor.
Thank you, doctor.
All right, good. So that's it for that scenario. The next one will be a dentist visit. Put that in the chat box. Buenas tardes, doctor.
Good afternoon, doctor.
Hello, Mrs. Rudin. Please have a seat in the chair.
Hola, señora Ruden, por favor, tómese un asiento aquí.
The nurse tells me that you have a headache, toothache.
La enfermera me dice que le duele de uno de sus dientes.
Which tooth is bothering you?
¿Cuál diente le molesta?
Es esta muela de aquí, doctor.
Is this molar right here, doctor?
Okay, good. No puedo masticar muy bien.
I can't chew very well.
I see. Can you open a little wider, please?
¿Puede abrir la boca más, por favor?
Is it this one here?
¿Es esta de aquí?
No, la de al lado.
No, next to it.
Sí, esa. Ay.
Yes, that one. Ow.
All right, good. Good job, Fabiola.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me see. So next we have Kate. Hello, Kate. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Okay, good, good. Thanks. All right, so we can continue here. Now the dentist says, I see you have quite a few cavities here.
Veo que tiene algunas caries aquí.
When was the last time that you saw a dentist?
¿Cuándo fue la última vez que vi a un dentista?
Pues hace mucho tiempo. Es que no tengo seguro para cubrir las visitas al dentista.
Well, it's been a little while ago because I don't have insurance to cover the dentist visits.
That's too bad.
Oh, eso está muy mal. Okay, ma'am.
Okay. If you had the money to pay for it, I would recommend some orthodontic work.
Si tiene dinero para pagar por esto, le sugiero que vaya a un ortodentista.
When your wisdom teeth came in, they crowded the rest of your teeth.
Give me one moment to interpret needs to look up a word.
Sure, you're getting some help in the chat box too.
Okay.
And
Okay, interpreter needs repetition, please.
okay, sure. I'm looking at the chat box. I don't know why sometimes it puts that little party signal. That must be a button I'm hitting, so sorry about that. All right, so let me repeat. Where was it? All right, when your wisdom teeth came in, they crowded the rest of your teeth.
Cuando sus muelas del juicio salieron, empezaron a... You said the word was crowded?
Yes, so crowded the rest of your teeth. It might be more natural in Spanish to use a different word though. So think of the meaning and think of how that would be best to say in Spanish. Okay.
A los otros dientes?
Okay, I'm sorry. Could you repeat that? I didn't hear that clearly.
Like empujaron los otros dientes?
Yeah, that would be a good way. I think that's a more natural way to say it. Empujaron o apretaron. So yeah, so Claudia has a suggestion there. I'm not sure how natural that would sound, but no, definitely empujar or apretar would be very good options. So,
okay.
Now it looks like one of them may be impacted.
Ahora parece que uno de ellos han sido impactado.
Does your jaw ever bother you?
Su mandíbula le molesta.
Sí, doctor, tengo muchos dolores de cabeza.
Yes, doctor, I have a lot of headaches.
Y tengo dificultad en abrir la boca.
And I have difficulties opening my mouth.
Además, no mastico muy bien.
And I also don't chew very well.
Entonces, evito comer cosas.
So I tend to avoid eating things.
And well, it sounds like you might have TMJ.
Entonces empieza que usted aparentemente... I'm sorry, interpreter needs repetition.
Sure, it sounds like you might have TMJ.
Parece que usted tiene TGM.
Okay. Well, actually, the time is up, so we'll pass that one on to the next person on the list.
Okay,
but hey, you're welcome. Let me see. So next, okay, we have Shume next. So actually, just to not leave that out in the open, I will give you in Spanish, since the abbreviation would be ATM, or articulación tempomandibular. So
what's the English one of that?
TMJ. That's well, we'll explain. You'll hear the English one in a second as we continue with the scenario. So,
Okay,
but
thank
the
you.
abbreviation is TMJ. So,
Okay.
all right. Good. So next we have Shumei. Hello, Shumei. How are you doing?
Good morning, Johnson.
Okay.
I hit the jackpot.
What's that?
I hit the jackpot with the MJ.
Okay. Yes. All right. Okay. So now the patient asks, and what is that, doctor?
是什么呢，医生？
Well, it stands for temporomandibular joint.
That's why I said I need to interpreter needs check up the word.
Sure. I put the spelling for you there in the chat box. So, oh, actually, it was Hannah had put it up there too before. So thank you, Hannah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, did.
Coming up soon. I'm kind of slow.
Okay, no problem. And yeah, I don't believe. Oh, go ahead.
It's 腭下颌关节.
So problems with that joint can cause the symptoms that you described.
这个原因呢，可以，因为腭下颌关节的原因，可以引起你刚刚描述的疼痛。
Now, does your jaw ever make a noise when you chew?
你的下巴会有发出声音吗？当你咬合东西的时候
？Yes, it does.
是的，它会。
All right. Now, getting back to this molar here.
Interpreter needs to check up the word molar.
Molar, yes. So I can put that in there. So as in the back teeth, molar. Let me see. There.
And just. No.
Okay. So. All right, good.
Interpreter needs repetition. Let me
Sure. I'll give you the full sentence too. It might make it easier. So, so getting back to this molar here, does it bother you more when you drink hot or cold liquids?
我们回到这个磨牙，当你喝热的或冷的时候，会感觉疼痛吗？
Okay, good. That sounded good. Now I can share my, or not share my screen. I'll send you a message of what we were working on before. So the site translation that we were doing before, it had to do with choosing a healthcare provider for a newborn baby. And now it said where we left off, there was a list of questions to ask yourself to choose a doctor for the baby. So this was the next question on the list.
When are the office hours?
Okay, good. I'll give you the next few on the list there together. So.
If it's not office hour, how do you? What's the phone number or emergency? How do you contact? How do you manage that when they at the emergency situation?
Good, perfect. So especially with questions like this, when you're site translating, it's good to read the whole question. It's easy to do because they're short and separate, because that'll help you separate the idea quickly and be able to read it more natural. So because you did good with that once you grasped the whole idea. So So try
Yeah.
with the next one, read the whole sentence to yourself and then read it in English.
If they are willing to cooperate with us and accept our thought about taking care of kids,
Okay, good.
if they will provide the baby care and if they will provide a healthy care, a healthy baby care and sick baby care.
Okay, good, Shumei. You got all of that good. So, all right, thank you.
Is there a better way with healthy baby and sick
Yes,
baby?
well, I can read you what was here then. Actually, you know what? I'll give you these in the next chat down if you want to take a screenshot of that, if you can. That way you can see it and you can compare it afterwards and see how a professional translator did that. Of course, when a professional translator does these, they have time to really go into them and go back and switch them around and check the grammar, so they're almost perfect. So don't be discouraged if it was different than yours, but it's a really good way to compare and see how you did. So
yeah, thank
all
you.
right, okay, you're welcome. All right, so let me see. Next we have Catherine Pilat. Hello, Catherine. How are you?
Hello, I'm doing good, thank you.
Okay, good. We can go back to the dentist now. So the dentist had just asked if it was worse when she drank hot or cold liquids. And she answers, yes, it's like an electric shock.
Да, это как электрический шок.
Well, it looks like the filling is cracked right here.
Да, смотрится, что пломба потрещена здесь.
So you may need a root canal and a crown.
То, возможно, понадобится корневой канал или корону поставить.
Oh my goodness, just pull it out.
О, то просто вырвите его.
I don't have money for all that.
У меня нету денег для всего этого.
Well, we'll take a look at the x-rays and we'll see exactly what needs to be done.
Мы посмотрим на рентген и увидим, что надо нам делать.
And your gums look a little swollen.
И ваши десна, они смотрятся немножко напухшие.
Do they bleed when you brush your teeth?
У вас и течет кровь, когда вы чистите зубы?
Yes, they do.
Да.
You better be careful.
Вы будьте осторожны.
Because that's the first sign of gingivitis or gums disease.
Потому что это первый знак гингивита или воспаления ткани десен.
And you don't want to lose all your teeth, do you?
И вы не хотите потерять всех ваших зубов, правда ли?
No, doctor.
Нет, доктор.
Okay, good. That sounded very good. Let me share my screen with you. Now, last time we were doing one on home care instructions after surgery. So let me see. 1 second. All right, so I'll share with you the next paragraph here.
Okay.
And the context of that was under the context of if you go home within 24 hours, do these things. So this was the next one.
Okay, so rest for 24 hours. You might be feeling dizziness, not clarity, fatigue. That's all normal. And you might be feeling better on the following day.
Okay, good. Now the next one is here.
And then in the next 24 hours, do not drive. do not use any kind of machinery, do not make any important decisions or legal decisions, and don't sign any legal documents.
All right, great. Now the next section here, I'll give you the next section and the first point.
Medicine. Take medicine as it's prescribed on the bottle.
Okay. Perfect, good. So let me give you also, just for your reference, if you want to take a screenshot of that too, what was written in the English one, so that can help you out. But you did that very good. You struggled a little bit with the one right here. I think it was lightheaded and tired. But
Yes,
you
that's
still...
actually, I was wondering how they would translate it in Russian, so I will take a...
Yeah, okay, great.
screenshot.
Good. But good job, Catherine.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Let me see. So next we have Claudia. Hello, Claudia. How are you?
Great. Good morning. How are you?
Good, good. Thanks. Give me just a second here to get my notes back. All right, so back to the dentist. The next question was, how often do you brush?
¿Con qué frecuencia se cepilla los dientes?
Pues a diario me cepillo los dientes.
Well, every day.
Well, you should brush it 3 times a day, once after every meal.
Bueno, se los debería de lavar 3 veces al día, una vez después de cada comida.
And you should floss at least once a day.
Y también se los debería de usar hilo dental al menos una vez al día.
Sí, doctor, está bien.
Yes, doctor, that is okay.
And what kind of toothpaste do you use?
¿Qué tipo de pasta dental usa?
Pues lo que se vende más barato en la tienda, no me fijo en la marca.
Well, whatever is cheaper at the store, I don't pay attention to the brand.
Make sure that you use an anti-plaque toothpaste.
Asegúrese de que utilice una pasta anti-placa.
Okay, good. You hesitated, but that was good. That was the right way to say it. So you're welcome. That's one of those words that we think maybe we're speaking Spanglish, right? But it is correct. So, right. Because you have a lot of plaque on your teeth.
Sí, porque tiene mucha placa en sus dientes.
Now, I'm going to give you a local anesthetic.
Ahorita le voy a poner una anestesia local.
That will deaden the nerve.
Que eso va a matar el nervio.
Okay. That actually, I used to think that was wrong, but then I did find out that in some countries they do use that expression. It might be more common in other countries maybe to say like aplacar el nervio.
Oh, okay.
But matar el nervio is used sometimes. If you do use that and you see that the patient seems confused, then maybe change it. But
okay. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you for the advice.
Okay. Yes, no, there's a lot of expressions like that that will be used in some countries, but not others. So, yeah, if they look scared at hearing they're going to kill the nerve, then try to maybe explain it differently. But
sure, I will.
All right. And then I'm going to drill into that molar.
Y después voy a hacer un agujero en ese molar, en la muela.
Okay. And we'll see if we can maybe solve the problem with just a filling.
Y vamos a ver si podemos resolver el problema con solamente tapárselo.
Sí, doctor, está bien.
Okay, doctor, it's okay.
Now, I know it's expensive to get regular dental checkups.
Yo sé que es caro tener chequeos regulares dentales.
But it pays off in the long run.
Pero vale la pena a largo plazo.
Okay, good. Good job, Claudia.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Next, we have Roxy. Hello, Roxy. How are you?
Good, Jonathan. How are you?
Okay, good. Okay, good. Thanks. We have some echo here. Just a minute. Okay, that might have been why. No. Okay, well, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good.
Okay, good.
So now the doctor says first one tooth goes, and then the next one has to be extracted.
Primero tenemos que sacar un diente y después vamos a hacer lo mismo con el otro.
Sí, doctor,
Sí, doctor, lo sé, pero no tengo dinero.
Yes, doctor, I know, but I don't have money for that.
Well, you may end up having some expensive dental work here.
Bueno, usted puede terminar realmente teniendo ciertos gastos con este trabajo.
Maybe a bridge or a partial plate.
Quizás un puente o un interpreter needs repetition.
Sure,
a partial plate.
Can put that in the
Put
box.
that in the box. Let me see.
Una placa parcial.
Bien.
Bien.
Espero que no, doctor.
I hope I don't, doctor.
Trataré de cepillarme con más regularidad.
I'll try to brush my teeth more frequently.
Okay, well, let me know if you have any more problems with that tooth.
Okay, entonces déjeme saber si va a tener más problemas con ese diente.
Good. That's it for that scenario. The next one will be on back pain. Hello, Mrs. Sanchez. What's wrong?
Hola, señora Sánchez, ¿qué le sucede?
Fíjese, doctor, creo que me lastimé la espalda.
Sí, doctor, I think that I hurt my back.
Well, tell me, how did you hurt it?
Bueno, dígame cómo se le lastimó.
Bueno, es que tengo que estar parado durante muchas horas en mi trabajo.
Well, is that I have to be standing for a long time when I'm working.
Y hace unos cuantos días tuvimos que levantar cajas muy pesadas.
Some days ago, we had to lift some very heavy boxes.
Okay, good job, Roxy.
Thank you, Jonathan.
You're welcome. Next we have Hannah. Hello, Hannah. How are you?
Good morning.
Okay. I think I still hear an echo. Can you hear me clearly?
I can.
Okay. No, the echo's gone now. Good. All right. So continuing here, now the doctor asks, so tell me, how did you hurt it?
Dígame, ¿cómo se dañó su espalda?
Bueno, doctor, es que... Oh, no, wait, we already did that part. I do apologize. No, the next question was, when did your back start to hurt?
¿Cuándo empezó a doler la espalda?
Hace una semana que tengo un leve dolor.
It was about a week ago, and I've been getting like pain.
Okay, good. Mild would be a good word to use there. So just to help you out in the future, that'll come up quite a bit. So, right. Y ayer por la tarde me empezó a doler mucho.
And yesterday in the afternoon, it started hurting a lot.
Era después de estar parado por muchas horas en el trabajo.
And that happened after standing up for a long time at work.
And how is the pain right now? Is it mild, moderate, or severe?
¿Qué tanto diría usted que duele ahorita? I'm sorry. I need repetition. Interpreter needs repetition of the last part.
Sure. Is it mild, moderate, or severe?
¿Le duele un poco, leve o mucho?
Okay, good. That gave the idea. Carmen actually gave you a very good suggestion there.
Leve, moderado o severo.
Yeah, good. Bueno, ahora mismo el dolor es severo.
Right now, the pain is severe.
Okay, and did the severe pain come on suddenly or gradually?
Y ¿El dolor severo vino de repente o gradualmente?
Empeoró poco a poco durante el día y ahora me duele mucho.
It got bad slowly, but now it hurts really bad.
Okay, good. Good job, Hannah. Good. So next we have Catherine Salguero. Hello, Catherine.
Wait, I'm not gonna do side translation?
No, did you ask to do sight? I
did
usually.
not.
Okay,
I
no,
meant
I'm
to.
sorry.
My
Okay,
bad.
let
It's
me. I'll
okay.
take a note of that, and maybe next time I'll try to remember.
It's okay, yeah.
All right. No, but yes, definitely next time can let you. I usually only automatically do it if I don't speak the target language, so that way they can get a chance to go into English. But I can definitely do sight translation with you next time. So. All right. So next we have Catherine. Hello, Catherine.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Okay, good, good. Right, so the next question, or the doctor now says, where does it hurt? Can you show me with your hand, please?
¿Dónde duele? ¿Y puedes mostrarme con su mano?
Me duele más aquí en la parte baja de la columna.
It hurts a lot more in my lower back.
And does the pain go anywhere?
¿Y el dolor se propaga a algún lugar?
Sí, el dolor se extiende hacia la nalga izquierda.
Yeah, it extends all the way to my left butt cheek.
Okay. And does the pain go into your leg or your foot?
¿Y el dolor se va a su pierna o pie?
No, doctor, solo hasta la nalga aquí.
No, doctor, it's just on my buttock here.
And do you notice any numbness in your leg or your foot?
¿Y usted se siente un... Interpreter needs to look up a word.
Sure, I can give you the spelling here. And Carmen has a good suggestion for you. So.
Okay. Interpreter needs repetition.
Sure. Did you notice numbness in your leg or your foot?
¿Viste un adormecimiento en su pie o pierna?
Okay, good. And that's good. You corrected yourself because you were speaking with two
Yeah, I
before,
was.
but good that you caught that. So, no, doctor.
No, doctor.
And have you noticed weakness in your leg or foot?
¿Has notado debilidad en la pierna o el pie?
Pues me siento débil porque me duele la espalda cuando subo la pierna.
I feel weak because my back hurts. Ooh, interpreter needs repetition.
Sure, sure. Me duele la espalda cuando subo la pierna.
Oh yeah, my back hurts when I lift my leg up.
Fuera de esto, no siento debilidad.
Besides this, I don't feel weak anywhere else.
All right, good. Good job, Catherine.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And next we have Luis. So, hello, Luis. How are you? Okay, hello. Can you get your microphone to work, or were you planning on participating today? Oh, we can't turn on your mic. Okay, so if you try to refresh your page, the little circle arrow in the top, refresh the page, it'll kick you out. But then when you come back in, you should be able to turn your mic on. Let's see if that worked. Let me see if I can also ask you to turn it on. That might help. You might have gotten a box asking you to turn it on. All right. Okay, well, you're the last student, so we can't really skip you to, let's see if this works now. Coming back in. Okay, no. Sorry about that. Maybe you might need to give your computer permission. Well, it always will ask permission. I guess it depends maybe on your computer and your browser. For me, each time I come in, it asks for permission, and I have to click yes in order to have the option afterwards to use it. But all right. Well, we can open it up for questions if anybody has any questions, and then in the meantime, if you can get your microphone to work, then we can let you go. That would be good for you to be able to count the credit, because if not, we would have to register you as an observer for the session today. So maybe if you keep trying, in the meantime, we can open up the questions. And actually, let me stop recording, and I'll give you the keyword also for